video here, it's to I just want to show off these knives that I've been building. So this video I'm going to go over like me doing a little forging. I don't know if I had any of the grinding where I was cutting out of the steel. I had pictures, but I'm not sure if I got footage and all of that. But but I'm not a knife maker, okay? I want to make that clear. You know, but I've got a little forge, a little gas forge, and I had a coal forge, and and I just like playing around with that stuff. And I like to make my own stuff. It's just fun to make your own stuff. So that's what I'm doing. And again, I'm not doing this to show people how to make knives. I'm sure like some people out there that's knife experts will probably show me some things that I made some mistakes on that I can do better next time, and that's fine if you comment about it. But I just think it's cool to make your own stuff. So that's what this video is. It's just about me making some knives that I seen that I wanted, and right now I just didn't have the money to buy some of those knives, and all those knives are worth every penny. It's just you know, I don't have the money right now to go spend a bunch of money on knives. I have an Essie knife that I use all the time, but my best friend, when I retired 2 years ago, he bought it for me for retirement. And then I got a real cool neck knife that my buddy from Georgia, Woodsman, and he's from let's see, make sure I get it right, Rustic Iron Handmade Custom Knives. He made this for me and sent it to me from the Georgia Woodsman's group. But he's a great guy, and he sent me this knife. It's really cool. I've used it a lot. Got a little necklace, little striker necklace on there, and a compass. And I use this with his ferro rod to start a lot of fires and cut my camp meat and everything, and it just hangs around my neck. But Charlie Lumpkin, Rustic Iron Handmade Custom Knives, that's where it come from. They're in Georgia. So that's what this video is going to be about. So just be patient and watch the video, and at the end I'll have some more footage of me showing. I'm tickled that I can put them in the oven and do that in there with. This little gas furnace gets them hot quick. Makes that oil boil. I wish I could put the whole thing in there. I think it would do better. That one there's perfectly straight though. I think we're good. Whoa, damn it. Made my oil spill. Sound like a cooking eggs over here. One more blade. This one here's a Kephart, a Kephart, maybe. Probably not saying that right. There's my blades. Just got through heat treating them. They're beautiful. That's what I dipped them in. It needed to be a little bit longer. It's still smoking. This is my little, got cobwebs on it. This is my little gas furnace. Comes up, it comes over here to my tank. It's got a whole bunch of metal and stuff that I use. There's my anvil. Here's another little, got all my tongs and this, and then there's my vise. And then that's my horse that I use to make with my draw knife. Got some of my tools and stuff up there. And then this is my old forge. I need to do a little work and clean it up. It's what I put my coal in. But anyway. I'm putting them in water, rotating them so they stay fluid. Trying to put a angle grind on them. I don't know, a Scandi cut or a straight. I think it's called an angle. I'll have to check and see what it's called. In other words, I want it to go all the way down instead of like a Scandi or the other one. I forget what it's called, but because it's better for like whittling, like making fuzz sticks or feather sticks and stuff. If the blade gets thinner toward the bottom. That's what I want on all of them. I know it's probably not as strong, but that's what I'm gonna go with. Okay, I got through grinding this, and after we done the heat treat, and then I've got walnut, and I'm gonna put these two little pieces of white plastic, and it may not be right, but I'm putting it on there anyway. And I ordered me these brass pins to go through it, and I'm getting it ready to glue it. But I made sure all my holes and all was lined up on this, and to put this on there. But this walnut should be pretty. Then I ordered this curly maple, and I'm gonna put this on these two blades. So I just opened it up. This is curly maple, so I'm hoping to put a blue line in this one. I've just put these on. I taped the blade up. I got white on this one on the walnut. I don't know how good this is gonna work, but I got this one tube of glue, so I'm gonna try to glue them all at one time. This one, I'm just putting the maple, the curly maple, and I run these through. I'm gonna pull it apart and put the glue in it. That may not be the right way, but that's the way I'm gonna do it. Anyway, I'm taping the blades up so I don't cut myself. They ain't real sharp, but I don't know if you're supposed to sharpen them first, but I got them, just with a grinder. I hadn't put my sharpener on them yet, so we'll see. Okay, I got them all. I got them clamped. I got all of them. Got a little closer. I got 3 knives clamped up, and I had rubber gloves getting the glue everywhere, so I didn't want to touch my phone to film it. But so I'm gonna let this dry. I'm not sure how long. I'll read on here. Let's see. Dry. It sets in 5 minutes and cures in an hour. Oh, that's pretty good. Huh, okay. Well, I might be able to come back out here in just a little bit. My wife went to get supper and I'm hungry. I think y'all can see these two. These two here are still setting up, but I couldn't stand it. I went ahead and started on this one, and I'm taking this off. I know I don't need to before I put the stain or whatever on it, but I just want to see what it looks like if I don't cut myself here. Oh man, that's beautiful. Probably got to touch up down here just a little. Ooh wee, look at there. That is a good looking knife. I'm still learning, but man, I love this thing. That's that maple, curly maple. So if I need to buy whatever goes in here. The hole goes all the way through the knife, but I imagine there's probably like a hollow piece like what I put here that goes through there. But anyway, man, that is a Kephart type end that I've been wanting, and this thing is beautiful. It's the overall length is it's about 9 inches, and the blade's about four and a half, and the handles, you know, the rest of it 4.5. So it's 4.5 and 4.5. Man, that's gonna be beautiful. I can't wait to get me a. I don't think this will work, but it might work temporarily, mightn't it? Ain't that pretty? I guess I'll put linseed oil or something on this, but that's gonna be beautiful. Anyway. These are the knives that I made in the video. Let me get my glasses so I can see. This first knife, and these sheaths up the road here about 3 miles from my house is Bear Cutlery, I think is the name of it. And then also Damascus Steel is up there just about 3 miles up here. I got all that real close. Brad Weiss runs that, and it's really cool that all that's up there. But I go up there and they'll be every Thanksgiving they have a big sale, and you can walk through their factory and see where they make their knives and everything. It's really cool. But they'll have boxes of old sheaths for just a couple of bucks, and I always buy a bunch of them. So that's what I stuck these in, and whichever one I like the best, I'll probably end up making a custom sheath for these, which this one ain't really that bad for this puka. But then this Kephart style knife that I made, this is pretty good. I like it, but I want to put I always have to have me a good a ferro rod holder, and this is another one that Charlie Lumpkin made for me and sent me. That's a really good ferro rod. It's a big one. I've never had one that big, but they made this. Charlie and them made this at rustic iron knives, and so that's where they made this from. Anyway, these are the knives that I made in the video. This one right here, I tried to make this one. The guys from the Wilderness Skills Group here, he's got one that Mr. Gibson made for him, and it's got a bone handle with some like leather and all, like little leather loops right here in it. And I always love that knife. And this one's a little bigger than that one, but I love the way it's shaped. So that's what I was trying to mimic when I made this. And it's a really cool knife. And I don't know if I can see how all these blades are the same. This is going to be millimeters. Let's see if I can do inches. Yep. So the blades are 0.2 inches, whatever that is. Well, I don't know if well down here if you do it. Well, I got to get past that burr. Yeah, 0.2. So anyway, but they got a nice thick blade, and I really love this one. It's got a walnut handle. I put some little white plastic strips in there, and then I ended up getting those hollow tubes and putting back here to put the leather through. But I really like it. I messed around and got the grip the way I want it. It's a good, heavy, sturdy blade, and it's really cool. And it's got that I I think it's James Gibson makes those knives, but I just love this style. It's a pretty knife. I'm gonna end up getting a lot of use out of it. And then I made this. It's a Puko, and on this one, and actually this one right here, this one's kind of like Tony Pyers makes a lot of these knives, but that's shaped this way. And then I think he started making some Kephart. But these two I love, and I seen Todd Gibson laid his knives out, like getting ready to go on some of his adventures. He's from South Alabama. He's a really cool guy. He puts a lot of posts on Facebook and stuff, like of his adventures. And he had his loadout, and he had these two knives laid out. And I said, man, I gotta have two knives like that. So I kind of copied those because I think they're cool, and I made me two like that. So anyway, this one, you know, it's a really, I just kind of imitated the Puko. I put some blue plastic in there, as you can see, and then I put the little hollow tube through there. I ordered those, and it's just it's thick blade, but you can use it and get down to do some carving, and it's really a good knife. It's got a real good handle. Just got it, you know, I custom, and you know, it's just make it yourself, you know. And I'm really proud. I got to get better on my grinding. I tried to make a little grinding jig, but you know, and it's a little bit out of uniform, just a little bit, you know, as you can see. But you know, it's fine for me. And man, I love this thing. I'm gonna love this one. So that's my Puko, and then this is my Kephart. And Kephart's probably my favorite. I like this. I'm thinking that the L2 Wright Genesis or something maybe kind of looks sort of like this. And those are cool knives. Those are really cool knives. And but anyway, it's got a nice and thick. You know, I'm sure knives are supposed to be balanced somehow, and I really don't know much about that. But again, I'm not a knife maker. I just made me some because I like making stuff myself. Somebody's calling me. But anyway, so I got a Kephart, and I put a little dingler on this sheath that I had, and now I want to go back at it. I probably want to make a custom sheath. My son borrowed my Essie to go bear hunting in Georgia, so I don't have it to show you, but I want to probably make a custom sheath and put the ferrule rod holder on the side of it. But anyway, these are the ones that I made. I made a Kephart style, a Puka, and if I'm saying that right. And then this one right here is just one I made from one I seen from the Wilderness Skills Group guys. And I think James Gibson makes a knife like it. It may be just a tad smaller, but it's got this type. It goes down right here, and I don't even know what's that called on the blade, but I thought it was really cool. But anyway, so Brian Boatwright is who had this from the Wilderness Skills Group, and Brian, I got me one. Not as nice as yours, but it's nice. So I got a Kephart. I got a copy from Brian Boatwright's knife, and then I got the Puka like Tony Powers makes. And these two right here, it inspired me to make them from Todd Gibson's posts where he goes on all his adventures. But anyway, I just wanted to show y'all these, and you can see where the grind's off just a little bit on them, but for me, in my first three knives that I've ever made, I think they look pretty good. So anyway, I hope I ain't boring y'all with all this, but I hope I gave you some good close-ups of them. Puka, Kephart. Put a little bone handle in the back, just kind of customizing it. I got to get a little better on some of my grinding or finishing up, but it's pretty good, I think. Let's get toward the camera there. I love this one. That's my favorite. Of course, this one right here is a little bigger, and it's going to be a nice knife too. That's walnut, and I didn't tell you that's all curly maple. So if somebody watches this video and you know how to get this curly maple like to come out better, the color, because right now I've just got block oil on it just to seal it, and I may have messed it up when I put that on there and sealed it, but it's okay if I did. But if there's something I can do like to bring out more color, because I love the old Kentucky rifles and stuff that had that curly maple, and it was just cool, so that's why I ordered that. So anyway, thanks for watching my video. Again, I don't expect you to learn how to make knives. I just thought it'd be interesting to watch me put mine together. And keep God first, Creek Camper out.